Alright guys, I'm out here early on a Saturday morning. It's middle of August. I want to show you how to catch Luderick, Blackfish as it's known as. I just want to show you the gear which I'm using and everything, and I want to show you how you can go about fishing for these fish. I have a GoPro here with me as well today, courtesy of me mate Smile Herbert. Thanks for that, so hopefully I can get some awesome shots of it. Now let's get into it. So what I'm using today, I'm just using, honestly, it's a really cheap setup. I have my very old Pen Accord 4000. It's really old, as you can see, but it's really tough as well. I have 8-pound mono on that, and the rod, by the way, was a rod which I found somewhere. Just left behind it is a Force 10 rod, 2 meter rod, 2.1 meter rod, but it's really nice. It's got a fast action to it. I'm using, so I said I have an 8-pound mono, and I've got 10-pound fluorocarbon. 10-pound fluorocarbon. Now, what I'm using today, I've got 3 types of hooks. Obviously, Blackfish, as we can show you later on, they've got really small mouths. So I'm using really small hooks. So what I've got, so I have the size 6 mustard Blackfish hooks. These are for Blackfish, as you can see, it has the picture on it. Although I would prefer in a size 8 or size 10. But I didn't double check what I have today. But anyway, I'm going to use that. Then I have an owner. I have some owner hooks. These are really sharp. These are really high quality. And that's in a size 10. And I've got a Gamatsu, size 14. High quality as well. And what I'm doing over here is that I've got 3 hooks. The last hook, obviously, I tied it on. And the other 2 hooks, I've just made loops in the line. And I've attached it. I've threaded it in the loops of the line. Bait is really simple. That's all I'm going to be using today for Luderick Blackfish. Now, when you're fishing for Blackfish, the bycatch is enormous. You'll catch a whole lot of small fish, but you can also catch drummer. You could catch leather jackets as well. And believe it or not, I've caught Aussie salmon as well. I've caught Australian salmon, and I've caught trevally. Like, the bycatch is phenomenal. But that's all I'm using today, and then hopefully we can show you how it went. I'm going to show you with GoPro exactly how you can catch this. Alright guys, so now that we've got everything ready, I just want to show you how I'm going to rig up the bait. So what I'm going to do first of all, very important, is to burley up. Now I'm going to show you the way how I burley up over here. What I do is that, again with the bread, I'm just going to wet it a bit, just poke it. I'm just going to wet it, make sure that it's nice and wet, and it's all crumbly. And then after that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it into a ball again. Alright, I'm going to make it into a ball like that, and what I do then is I throw it out, so it's like a little burley bomb. I don't know if you can see it in the water now, how it's all breaking up and everything like that. So it's all broken up. Now what will happen is that slowly that will sink out, and it will attract the fish. Now my purpose is, what I'm going for is that I want to, first of all, I want to mimic that bread. So I want to copy that bread exactly like it's falling in that way, in that area. That's how I want to present my bread as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to squeeze on. I'm going to pinch on. Call it squeeze, you can call it pinch, whatever you want. I'm just going to squeeze it on there. Just that amount. In fact, even that's a bit too much. Cut off a little bit. And all I want is that I want that head All I want is I want that barb poking out. Look over here, have a look at this one. So I want to cover up that whole hook as much as I can, and all I want is that barb out over there. Now, as you can see, obviously, can't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but I don't have any sinker on that at all. So it's just line, main line, swivel, and fluorocarbon. Fluorocarbon is important. Why? Over here you can see the water is quite clear. Now how much of it you can see, but it is quite clear, and once that sun comes up as well, it will be even more clear. So it's important that that line is not that visible in the water. I've caught Luderick, caught them throughout the day, so you don't really have to worry about if the sun comes out and that. But yes, there would be feeding periods. So I can see some fish down there now. I don't know what they are, but alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw in my burley bomb right there, and I'm going to try and land my bait at the same area. So I just want that to float down. Yep, so that's around the same area, and I'm going to leave my line open. Leave it open, leave it open. Let it go out, and I'm watching it all the time. I'm watching my line. Basically what I'm watching for, I'm watching if it's going to straighten up. As soon as it straightens up, it pulls, I know I'm on. Let's see how we go. First cast of the day. Do we have any inquiries? Is anyone knocking on the door? Is anyone home? There we go. Got something on here. Oh, no way. No way. No way. There we go. I'm on now. I hope I can keep him on. He's going straight for the thing. Look, I need to get this. Here's a decent one. There we go. Finally. Alright, there we go, boys. That's what we're after. Over here. That's a nice, decent sized Luderick. He should be estimated. I should have a ruler around here somewhere, but he's quite a large fish. There's no doubt in him being legal. As you can see, they've got that small mouth. They're herbivores, so but sometimes they will eat things like worms, prawns and that, but mostly herbivores. And they put on, as you saw right now, they put on a nice fight. So I'm going to put him in this little crack over here. He'll enjoy himself, and hopefully he won't get out of there. But we're just going to have to keep an eye out on the tides. Once that tide becomes a bit higher, then I'll get a bit nervous and I'll take him out of there. But he'll find a little place. here is a blackfish drummer. Black drummer. I'm just going to show you the difference between it. So here we have it. The top one over there is a Luderick, and the bottom one is a black rockfish, or know them as a drummer as well. You can tell the difference by the shape, the oval shape. The Luderick is a more slimline fish, and it also, if you have a look here carefully, it has these stripes down it. Sometimes you can see them, sometimes you can't, sometimes they're quite faded. Yeah, just the whole profile of the fish, it's quite easy to tell. So that there is a Luderick. So that one's legal. This one over here is what you call a rock. That's a rock blackfish over there. That's a black drummer. Now he's a little bit small. I'm just going to have a look at him measuring the tape, but he looks small. And if he's undersized, we'll let him go. But yeah, this is the same thing. This is that rock blackfish again. It's not a Luderick, not really what we're after, and I think it is quite small. I think it is. They are undersized. I hope he hasn't done away with my hook. Well guys, so this is what we've ended up with today. So we've ended up with 3 Luderick over here, and we've ended up with 3 leather jacket as well. That one's a rough one, that's what it's called. These ones I think are I think they call yellow spot or blue spot, something like that. I'll have a look at it again. This one over here, these 2 are blackfish, rock blackfish, otherwise known as black drummer. I think the smallest one just went in at 30, and then 35, and the larger Luderick went in at about 38, 39. So yeah, so just one more time, that there is a Luderick. Alright, you can see the profile. That there is a drummer. Really, really easy. Drummer are like more round and robust, and the Luderick is more streamlined. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. What I'm going to do with them is really, really easy. I'm not going to fillet them or anything like that. Simply I'm going to scale it, cut it with the leather jacket, as you will see. I'll be just peeling it off and cutting it. Have it right included, it always has that black lining or that stomach lining, so you should always try and remove it because it won't be nice when you want to eat it. This one loaded. This is the second one. And there we have it. That's our 3 Luderick all cleaned, ready for the fire. While we're at it, I just want to show you how to clean the leather jacket. Special way to it. So simply I'm just going to cut here. And then I'm going to go all the way down. That's just simply snap off like that. That's your head. Clean off. Then all the insides as well. Easy as that. That all comes off as well. Now the fun part is with the jacket itself. Now what should happen is that you can just get your finger, your thumb like that, and you can open up. This is why it's called a leather jacket. This opens up like this. And if you get it right, you can actually get the whole thing out in one go. Let's see if I can. This time. All off in one go. One leather jacket. Today I've shown you how to target them, Luderick, Blackfish. I've showed you the rigs which I use. It's obviously an alternative to the float. You know, to have the float and the split shot and everything's perfectly balanced. It's an alternative and it works well. Today the fishing was hard. We had wind, really cold as well, but we ended up with 3 Luderick. And I've showed you how to gut it and scale it as well. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to show you some other pictures of previous trips I had around here and what we've caught and bycatches. I hope you enjoyed it.
please subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button if